And there we go. With those 3 simple steps, we have a full-blown AI agent that could be integrated into your website, WhatsApp, voice agent, phone, anything. Let's try it out. Let's learn how we can start using Jotform AI agents in SMS, on our website, WhatsApp, really anything. This is probably one of the most impressive AI agents I've seen on the market. So let's check it out. Welcome back, y'all. Today's video is sponsored by Jotform. They're like, yo, Corbin, we got a new feature for AI agents. Check it out. I went ahead and looked around a little bit, built one myself, and I will say it's pretty impressive. What you're about to see right now is the most amount of customization and integrations I've ever seen on the market. So let's go ahead and do it. Create AI agent. These agents can apply to basically anything, but the one I'm going to show you how to create today is for customer service. So we're going to be doing the chatbot feature here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to leverage it on my web cafe marketplace here. I'm going to show you how to train it specifically on your data, but most importantly, show you how to even integrate it on a website. Yes, this is Shopify, but the steps you're about to see right now could be applied to any website builder, WordPress, Webflow, whatever it may be. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with chatbot here, but what you'll notice is this thing is so customizable. We're going to be able to integrate with phone, WhatsApp, voice, standalone anyways. Next. Now, typically what I suggest anyone to do, especially when you're new to a platform, is go with a template. This is going to give you the most context of how to approach this kind of logic. So for me, we're going to do a use template, but notice you could even go as far as creating a clone for yourself, or just the simple use case of a form. But for now, we're going to use a template. Now, I don't know who is on the developer team at Jotform, but y'all really knocked this out of the park. Like, this is like a ton of templates. Not only can we narrow down by industry, as you see in this left column over here, but what's really cool is they go the extra step here and provide like professional headshots of the underlying agent. Now, of course, we're going to be able to change this, but I mean, we're going the extra mile here, y'all. Customer support AI agent, sales AI agent, tattoo studio AI agent. These are templates specific to industry. HR manager AI agent, travel, summer camp AI agent. You heard me correctly, summer camp. We got everything here. I can almost guarantee whatever business you're currently operating, you search it there, you're going to find a template. We're going to go with the customer support AI agent. Let's go ahead and walk around this user interface a little and see everything we can do with these agents. But right off the bat, look at that left column, y'all. Look how many different integrations we can do. We can do our chatbot here, as we know and we love, and I'm going to show you how to integrate that. We can also do a voice agent, so we can just talk to the agent. We can also do phone agent, so we can give us a call, SMS agent, and I think one that's extremely valuable. I always see this on my videos. I always see this comment. They're like, Corbin, does this integrate with WhatsApp? And to answer that question, so I don't get that comment, this thing integrates with WhatsApp. Crazy. And the best part is that when we set our presets here in our customization, this just flows all the way through all these different options. I mean, this is next level, y'all. You can tell the development team at Jotform here are like, you know what? When we push this out, let's just push out a full-blown product here that doesn't feel like an MVP or half finished, which we've seen in the market. Let's get going here, though. Let's create a chatbot. We're going to train it on our business data, and we're actually going to use it. So we got 3 major columns here. The build column allows for customization, which we'll jump into here. Colors, profile pics, etc. The train column is where we're going to set our knowledge base here of how the agent should interact with customers of your business. And then finally, the publish column is like, how do we integrate this, y'all? We got the chatbot. We got how to do it with the phone agent, how to do it with the voice agent. I mean, there's a lot. This is really cool. So let's go to build. In the build phase here, I kind of want to switch up how we got going on here. So we got, hello, I'm Jane, your friendly AI agent. How can I help you today? Let's go to the gallery. So we have the option, obviously, to upload our own photo. So I could upload a photo of me. For this video, I found an avatar I like. No, not the fox, not the fox. Keep scrolling down. You'll know it when you see it. Keep going down here. They got cats, construction. Oh yeah, you see it. The owl. Oh yeah, I like that owl. But as you can see, professional headshots in like most industries, if not every industry at this rate. We got a customer agent with a skin mask on. Cool. So we're going to choose our owl here, and we're going to keep going. And the idea behind the owl then is that throughout any integration, it's going to reflect that AI agent. So for the voice, it's the owl now, which makes the workflow and building your AI agent very simple across different integrations because of the fact that we set it once and it translates throughout. And also you could generate your avatar if you choose to do so. Now comes to style. As we know, branding is very important, especially color palettes. They give us standardized color schemes, but I mean, we can go as far here as setting our own very specific ones. For now though, looking at our site right here, we're looking at very minimalistic, very dark colors. So I kind of like this light gray bluish situation here. So now that we set our color palette and how it's going to reflect in our user interface here, what are we going to name it? And we got customer support AI agent. That's not bad. What if we just do web cafe AI agent, as that is the name of the marketplace? Nice. We can go as far as changing the chat background. the font that's used, the font color, and everything of that nature. Now, what I'll say is that probably stick with the defaults here, as legibility is a big thing. I mean, obviously, because we're conversating with it, we want to be able to read the text. So we don't want to do anything crazy here. Like, we wouldn't want to change the font color to like white, because I can't read that. You can't read that. No one can read that. Maybe some of y'all can. You have really good eyes if you can. Perfect. That is the build phase here. We can check it out in all the different situations here. So standalone. And what I mean by standalone is like its own little web page. It's an owl. That's our agent. Voice agent, phone agent. I mean, obviously, this is just going to be your phone, SMS, and WhatsApp. So the only thing that's going to really translate to these other integrations here is just going to be the name, which at this point is Jane. To change that name, though, so let's say we don't want to call our owl Jane. This is where the train phase comes in. So let's go and check it out. Let's check out AI persona, Jane. I'm going to call my owl Owly. Actually, instead of Owly, we're going to do Ollie. Ollie the owl. Nice. Next, we're going to give it a role. This is going to identify what the AI agent's direct tasks are. So obviously, customer support AI agent is perfectly fine for me. English is all good. We can even go as far as changing the tone of voice. This is pretty cool. So we have 3 set parameters here of casual and professional. So if you're making a law firm customer agent, you probably want to opt for professional. For now, I want Ollie to be friendly. Be friendly, Ollie, okay? Coming down here, I suggest you just stick with the defaults, play around with it, and then you can kind of tweak these. As with anything with AI, it's very much user's preference and your discretion of like, hey, do you want the chat responses to be very chatty? Like we're getting paragraphs here, or minimalistic, where it's just like straight to the point. Here's the situation, go. I honestly think the default here, short, is probably the perfect center here. Depends on your context though. If you're making an AI agent that maybe needs to describe things in length, definitely opt for chatty. So now we come over to the other part here is how it interacts with the voice features. This is going to be the phone. It's going to be the voice agent. Same situation, response length, and we can actually change the voice of the agent. So I'm going to hit change here. So we got Liam here. Let's see what Liam sounds like.
Jotform AI agents are powerful tools that handle tasks like...
Okay. Roger.
Jotform AI agents are powerful tools that handle tasks like answering questions.
I want to give my Ollie the owl an Australian accent, so let's try Charlie here.
Jotform AI agents are powerful tools that handle tasks like answering
I like
questions.
that. That's really good. That's really good. I mean, come on, look at that owl. That's got to be an Australian owl, all right? All right, I like Charlie. Charlie's good. Next, we can add very specific guidelines of how to interact with either voice or chat. Now, most of this has already been set out by Jotform. That's why these templates are extremely powerful. I mean, they took the legwork here of all this setup that you're about to see and everything else here. That would have taken at least a couple hours just to get to this point. Now, we have very standard stuff here when it comes to customer service, such as engage users in a friendly and conversational manner, maintain a positive and helpful attitude at all times. With chat guidelines, this is very just like, what is the realm this AI agent can speak or chat in? It's like the barriers, right? Think of it like this is the employee and we're training the employee on the standard operating procedure when it comes to conversating with customers, at least in the sense of this is how you should talk, this is how you should engage, proceed. Now, when the actual conversation over chat or voice occurs, that's where the knowledge base comes into play. You thought I was joking when I said these things will full-fledged. I mean, look how much we get access to right off the bat in our template. If one of these isn't relevant and you're like, Corbin, this doesn't apply to my business, you can simply hit these 3 ellipses and just delete. That's fine. Now, what's super cool here is our ability to add knowledge, right? Couple ways we can approach this, and I'm going to show you how to do it with a PDF. But when it comes to knowledge, we can simply just do text-based knowledge, right? So if you want to just copy and paste your FAQ, that could be a knowledge base for text. A link would be really valuable if what you're training the AI agent on dynamically changes. So we'll do a couple things here. We'll add a link for the knowledge base, which will just be the homepage of Web Cafe software. And why we'll do that is because this is a dynamic landing page where I could add more products here. I could change the descriptions, etc., and it'll be able to grab that context. Following this, we're going to do the upload file. And I kind of just want to do a PDF of my FAQ. So it has that context when I answer very specific questions that I know show up repetitively when answering emails. Then they have the final one here of question answer. This one's very much like the amount of times I've been asked, how do I get my tracking link for my shipment? It's annoying, right? You'd put that as a question answer because it's standardized in the way you provide tracking links for your business. So let's go and do this. This is super cool. Let's try the link first. So I'm going to come over to my link here, webcafesoftware.com, and I'm just going to paste it. Let's go ahead and remove this because it already has the HTTPS and crawl and talk about awesome. Not only is this grabbing the dynamically changing homepage, e.g. this, it's going the extra mile here of grabbing every single page that exists on the website and it's going to use that as data. So let's say there's a page here that I'm like, you know what? I don't actually want this to be added in the context of a conversation. It could be like the add to cart. We don't really need that. So we're going to go ahead and remove that and hit save. Now here's the best part. When you create a link like this, any changes that you do to your website from here on out, it will update here. So you don't have to re-go through this process. You add the link once, and it's going to be able to dynamically understand when new data is there. So we're going to let that load in, and we're going to add a new knowledge. The one I want to show you today is going to be a file. Now, this could be very valuable. What is your business? I know this could be extremely valuable for legal businesses or alternatively real estate businesses that have to typically give files of underlying houses or files of contracts, whatever it may be. Like maybe you have like a free landing PDF that you'd want the bot to be knowing about or anything of that realm. So I'm just going to go ahead and just show you how to do this, like very simple, very much like copy paste, so we don't have to get too complex in this tutorial. I'm going to come over to my FAQ here. In our FAQ, all you really need to do here, and this is what's amazing about artificial intelligence, is we're just going to simply just copy the question and give the answer. So I'll copy this, paste it over here, and then I will give the answer as well. There we go. And I'm just going to follow this order here. The best part about artificial intelligence is it's not necessarily a human that would maybe need more context of like what the heck all this text means. Like you may have to be like, hey, this is the FAQ, follow this, like et cetera, et cetera. Artificial intelligence is to the point now where it's actually able to analyze all this text and contextually understand that this is a question answer for your underlying business, which is like cool. And I like it. So I'm going to go ahead and finish out this. So once you grab all that data, and this is just one way of doing this, maybe your knowledge base is your entire catalog of real estate properties that you want the AI agent to understand when it comes to the value of the property, square footage, everything of that nature. This is just one example of a data that's specific to a business that we're going to upload. We're going to file export. So we're going to do file, download as PDF. Now, with that downloaded here, we're going to add the knowledge file here and we're going to upload. Just give it a name like business FAQ or business real estate properties or business XYZ. You know the gist. From here, how should your agent use this document? This is the context. So what I'm going to do is this is my FAQ page. Use this for common questions asked, save. So when looking at these other knowledge-based ones, these are the question answer ones. So for example, how will I be contacted regarding my support request? This is where you identify for the agent. What's your typical SOP for this? Now for me, I'll just say email from, and then I'll give the email. Boom. Save. Now let's check out the next section here, which is actions. Now here's what I want you to understand about agents. They're a lot smarter than you think. They're able to contextualize and actually analyze the incoming text or voice and really get a ton of stuff from it. So what I mean by this is that you could go as far as the user sentiment. Let's say the agent is either chatting or on a voice call with a customer. If the customer appears to be really mad, angry, agitated, etc., you can go the extra mile here of basically having it so that there is a button to contact a real person, contact an email. So keep that in mind. These things are very much next level. Now, what I think is cool is at scale, we can really start narrowing down the types of conversation. So for me, I could say when the user talks about delivery times of products, I can note this, the AI agent will recognize this, and we could do a very specific task within the actual field itself. This goes as far as showing a button, and then what the button does is redirect to a specific URL, say an exact message, talk about mention, don't talk about or mention, send an email, send an API request, show a video, list of items, or even as far as making an appointment. Therefore, we can identify if the user starts talking about, well, I want to schedule an appointment, et cetera, et cetera. We go as far as providing the option of make an appointment and showing it to the underlying user. So for me, let's just say I want to be notified by email every time the user talks about delivery time of products. Because maybe I'm like, you know what? I want to be notified when this question comes up, because if it comes up often, that tells me I'm not communicating it correctly on my website. Therefore, I need to add more data or just, description to my products so they understand that, hey, this is a situation for delivery times. So what I can do here is say the email, your agent only, user talks about delivery time of products. For the content, it could be like customer asked for delivery again. And the recipients, we will just put our email here. And what's nice is that it's going to autofill based off your account. So for me, it would just be the contact@webcafeai.com. Leverage this. Think about it. If you're running a business, let's say you're running a software business, and you're running into issues where a user keeps talking to the chatbot about a specific error, this would be a perfect time for you to put the about, essentially being error with product. And then we can send an email or use that via API to hit them directly in the Slack, have every developer on your team be within the recipient emails here and be like, yo, there is a customer or multiple customers that keep talking about this error, and therefore that's a nice little flagging for your dev team to be like, okay, we need to address this issue. Let's check out the next tab here, tools. This right here is what takes your agent to the next level in the sense of its capabilities in these chats. Therefore, we're going past just the traditional chatbot here where it's text and text or voice to voice. We can very much give our AI agent the ability to find websites, send an API request within the actual chat itself, show a video, set an appointment with Google Calendar, take a photo, which allows the customer to basically upload a photo. This is very common in customer service where they want to upload a photo of their tracking number or there's an issue with the product. Now we can give our chatbot the ability to take in these photos. Now, what's really cool here and what you're about to see in this little preview demo is our ability to have forms directly integrated in the AI agent itself, which comes to our next tab here, which is forms. These were automatically created with our template, and we're going to go ahead and fill out like the customer satisfaction survey form in a live demo. But the idea here is because Jotform has its entire ecosystem around this, we can leverage other parts of Jotform's ecosystem, one being really big in their ecosystem, which is forms. I mean, it's in the name, Jotform. Say that 3 times fast. Of course, we can create new forms, and then if I click this, you can kind of see what they look like, and this is how it looks like just on a web page. But you'll notice that it's actually within the chatbot UI when we use it. And the last one here, which is very different, I haven't seen this on any AI agent before, is our ability to just talk to our AI agent, and through talking, we're teaching it. So how do we leverage this, and how do we approach this, Corbin? This is cool because everything up to this point is very much fixed in the sense of, okay, let's add our knowledge base, let's add our actions, do this when this happens. This right here is a situation where you take someone within your team that already handles customer support. You basically just have them talk to the agent as if they are a customer. What are typical conversations that occur of customers? Use all that data that you have up to this point from your business and put it in here. This would be a fast way to train your AI agent to really understand probably 90% of the inquiries you get in a customer service situation. With all that done, let's try it. Let's hit publish. So if you just want to mess around with it and check it out, we can always just open a new tab, the quick share link. You can even go as far as using this link in your website as a simple like button they click to be like open customer support tab. And then it just opens this and allows them to chat here. But what I want to show in this video is our ability to add a chatbot actually in our website. And you already know, like that right there, that nice little UI. What's cool though, and as we know, is that they make this chatbot very simple to integrate across different situations. So the next question is, how do you want this to look in your website? Page embedded is essentially just in the page, right? This would be like, this right here would be a version of page embedded if I wanted to take up this entire section here. We have our lovely chatbot, lightbox, and pop-up in a one-liner of code for the WordPress. So if you got WordPress, there we go. I'm gonna do chatbot. Now what we can do is here, we can actually hit preview and this will show it right here. And that will basically be how it shows up in our website over here. So if you don't like how this looks and you're like, hold up, I don't actually like Ali, then you just go back to the build phase or the train phase and you can essentially change the naming and the way it shows on your UI. For now though, let's copy this code. In any website builder, this is typically how the customization phase looks like. And what we're looking for, no matter the website builder, is going to be adding a section here. And typically within website builders, they call it very simple custom liquid, custom code. So I would opt for just searching up custom. And typically it'll show up like custom HTML / liquid, custom CSS, custom code, whatever it may be. Click. Now watch this. Once we do that, we just have to paste the code. That's it. I'm going to hit save here. And there we go. With those 3 simple steps, we have a full-blown AI agent that could be integrated into your website, WhatsApp, voice agent, phone, anything. Let's try it out. To confirm this is actually reading our knowledge base here, I'm going to give a very specific question it should know the answer to. That question I'm going to ask is, how do I use the pre-built services I purchased from Cafe? And for us to confirm that it's really reading our knowledge base here, we should get an answer of, after purchasing an AI automation, you'll receive a link to download the software along with a detailed guide on how to implement it in your business. If I don't see that, that tells me that this just didn't work. Okay, here we go. Open up our chat here. What you'll notice is that with this chat embedded, we can even go to voice. If we wanted to talk to Ali with that nice little Australian accent, shrimp on the barbie, mate. Shrimp on the barbie. Put a steak on it. I like steak. Medium. Put some butter on it. Hot pan. Actually, honestly, steaks are way better on the grill. I've just learned that. It's a little bit like extra to cook on the grill, but man, are they better. All right, the question now. How do I use pre-built services I purchased from Cafe? And there we go. It hits it on the dot. After purchasing an AI automation from Cafe, you'll receive a link to download the software along with a detailed guide on how to implement it in your business. If you have any further questions or need assistance, feel free to reach out. Now, here's the other really powerful part about this agent. It leverages the Jotform ecosystem like I discussed earlier, and we can use it to give very relevant forms that we would care about in the customer experience. Forms such as support request form, customer satisfaction survey form. Let's say we'll go with that because I like Ali. Start. And it looks nice in the UI. I like it. So for example, was Ali friendly? Yes. Was Ali knowledgeable? I'd say so. Was Ali quick? next. And they go one step further here where we can actually open the form, have context of how much of the form we've completed. So it isn't like, am I just going to answer questions forever? There's the context. Thank you for the response. Would you use customer service in the future? I'll say yes. We're 66% complete. Great. Lastly, please share your thoughts on how we can improve. I could type it, or I could be like, I don't want to answer this. Skip. Once it's done, review and submit. Now we can actually see the data within Jotform. So coming back over to Jotform here, I can go to that specific form, click it, hit submissions, and there we go. We get our submissions based off that form collected in a nice little data row here. Now, one thing is really cool, especially when understanding more about what your customer cares about for your business, is our ability to go to our customer support AI agent here and hit conversations. Once we're in here, we can see the entire workflow of a real conversation that happened on our website. I can scroll down here and see that, hey, on February 18th, someone asked, how do I use the pre-built services I purchased from Cafe? And you'll have an entire directory of all conversations, even as far as favoriting ones that you're like, hold up, we probably need to add this to the FAQ. That just about does it. I'll make sure I leave a link to this in the description down below. Check it out. Pretty cool. A lot of integrations. I like it. I'll see you in the next video. New agent, Ollie the Owl, Australian accent, 2 random videos. That's my face. I'll see you in the next video.